Just kind of hanging tight, watching me. Well, we'll go plant him some food. Hey guys, IB2 coming at you today, March 6th, day after I planted some frost seeding yesterday on some plots down here on the east and southeast side of the property. Today I'm starting out in a plot I call River North, and kind of the statistics on this are it's a 0.10 acres, so a tenth of an acre, and so we're gonna need basically the same amount of seed as we needed on that last plot I did last night, River East. So same process, just gonna get some seed measured out here and go ahead and overseed this. The weather is a little bit colder today, quite a bit colder. It's like 32 degrees right now, full sun, beautiful actually. A little bit windy, westerly, about 14 miles an hour or so it's definitely got a bite in the air. But this morning, like in last night's video, I was talking about getting some snow. We did get some snow overnight, like just a dusting enough to cover it white. But so I'm interested to see, you know, that had to help the seed that we put down last night. So this plot here, it kind of came up good, kind of in some of these areas, but you can see there's a lot of dead matter, and it kind of did get overrun a little bit with some weeds and grasses and whatnot. But so yeah, I'm just gonna try and measure out the seed and lay it out, and you know, we got good, we should get good contact to the soil right here. So that's kind of the plan. Again, this is kind of an experiment for me, so let's get after it. If you can see that, I think we have a good opportunity here to get really good seed contact to the soil. There's not a ton of debris on it, and there's a little bit of green coming up as we get out into this area here. Got a little more competition from those grasses, but overall looks like maybe we'll have some success. And again, I guess if I'm doing this wrong and it kind of doesn't work for me, we'll still have time to come back and regroup and get a nice planting in here for the fall hunting season. This is the remnants of a buck the neighbor shot and didn't recover, and obviously it was a bit of a marginal shot, but not a terrible shot. It killed the deer. It's from where the deer was shot to here is probably 300-400 yards, but what you can't see right now is the sheer cover that this old CRP riverbank provides. I mean, it is a jungle in here when it's greened up, and some of the best deer habitat you can find. And this is going on 20-year-old CRP field. And as you saw earlier, as I was coming down here, booted out probably 20 deer. It's taken a while, but it's pretty much primo down here now, and we'll see how this frost seeding helps us out this year. Gotta get rolling. It's cold down here today, but yeah. The neighbor shot that buck and he was pretty devastated at not getting that. It was a nice deer, but that just happens sometimes, you know. We do everything we can, but sometimes it's just not enough. This is looking good. I might be happy with this year. I'll just stick to the edge here and get my edges done first, I guess. Now right here, I'm gonna have a little trouble getting contact, I think, 'cause there is a lot of weeds here, so might have to do some extra work here this spring. Check your seed, make sure you're not blowing it all out. I'd rather have more at the end and be able to go back over it than to blow it all out and not get the coverage you were looking for. This plot here, call it the River Shack, Crow's Nest. Buddy Troy Crow gave me the wood to make the shack over there. I'll have to show you. But this plot's kind of tough because you get up in that top, it's really sandy, and you get down here, this is where all your soil and moisture is, so it grows really good down here. But as you get past that licking buck post right there, she gets really tough, and then you get out in here, it gets kind of tough too. So we got a good opportunity here. It looks like good soil exposure, pretty good soil exposure over in here, pretty good up in there. And probably what I'll end up doing here is overseeding it with rye, because I can get rye to grow here, but unless I really treat the soil, which I don't do a lot of with lime and fertilizer and everything, unless I really treat it here, not a lot grows really great here, but rye does. I haven't done a ton of liming and fertilizing over the years. I just this has been good farm ground, so it grows pretty good. So I really never have to contend with that kind of stuff. So I really haven't got totally into the testing the soils all the time and stuff, because like I said, it was farm ground for a long time, and probably now it's probably rolling out of its cycle of being super fertile and stuff, but it still grows pretty good. So good enough for me, good enough to shoot deer, good enough to feed deer. So that's what we do. And then just continue with the process. Kind of went over it in the last video, but I got to recheck what I need here. About 14 ounces of rapeseed there. So there's all my calculations in my phone. So one of the problems I see that I have right here is I can't hardly read this scale. I left it out in the barn overnight, thinking it must have got pretty cold. Probably wore down the battery a little bit. So hard for me to see the digital readout, but we'll make do. We're up to, gotta go about 14 ounces here. I think we're gonna be right about there. Actually turn it on and off again. Might have run myself out of batteries, might have happened. Yeah, it's telling me low. There's a pro tip for you. Don't leave your scale out at night in the cold weather. Bummer. We'll have to guess from here. Good news is I know right about where we're at. So then I was going to use this 4-pound bag on the 1 acre plot anyway, and then add it to this. It would be good. And I've already got my seed in the hopper there for the clover here, and we're good on rapeseed. So what helped me here is measuring it early on the other plots, leaving me exactly and maybe just a little bit more than I need for the last plot. So again, importance of measuring, I guess. All right, we'll get after it. Well, this one won't be for lack of seed, I can tell you that. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to John up there at Northwoods Whitetails Incorporated for their seed product. This is a Northwoods Clover blend, and it comes in a 4-pound bag, so it's really easy to measure out. Because it's already in a 4-pound bag, and that usually coincides with your pounds per acre rate. And then you can see the labeling here is nice and simple and clear. Heavy plastic, easy. You're not worried about puncturing it. So like I bought that other seed at Family Farm and Home, and I like double bagged it in the store. It's just I was kind of worried about punching a hole in it, but this is really nice stuff. It is, I would say it's a great value. It's not cheap, but you get what you pay for. But his seed is not expensive either, and it's quality pack. He does a lot of research. He has great videos, and it works well. And I kind of like it. We're going to be putting in another order this year, so Northwoods Whitetails Incorporated. He's from northern Michigan in the UP. So planting stuff that grows in climate that is not completely conducive to food plotting, and if it works up there, it's going to work anywhere. So I really like it. It's one of my favorite stand locations on our property. Call it the power pole because there's a power pole right here. Stands back in there, and I got this little path cut here, and the neighbor's property starts over there, but we got this power pole easement in between. So I'm gonna lay just a little bit of seed down in here. Maybe it'll pop up, maybe it won't, but you really catch them coming across. A lot of times the deer will scoot right up that finger too. So I enjoy hunting there. You're always going to see deer out in this main plot, so going real slow just to not broadcast it into the weeds. Keep it in front of me here. Slow on the crank, that is. That's what she said. Channel's not made for kids. Lots of deer droppings in here. See, I don't know if this is going to be successful or not because there is a lot of weeds in here. But up in here where I'm at right now, I might get some growth. So we're going to cover it pretty good here. Plenty of seed. As I get this wrapped up, just want to remind you, I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just sharing what I'm doing and what kind of works for me. And like I said, this is kind of new, so I don't even know if this will work for me, but just kind of documenting the process for myself and the people who follow. Maybe you get some ideas or tell me what I'm doing wrong, but beautiful evening out here tonight. Sun's going down. Get this on, and I'll keep you updated on the results. Hoping for some, looks like in the next week or so, we got 60 degrees coming, but we need that soil to get warm. Soil's not going to get warm with that, but definitely the conditions are ideal because it's going to be cold here overnight for the next few days. Then we're going to get some more rain, and then it's going to warm up, and I'm hoping we hit the jackpot with this frost seeding this year. Let's go get them.